Welcome to Team Rocket Garage. I did not wear very good shoes and that really hurt, but this is the new van. Look at it, look at her. Just look at her. Now, I'm not keeping this van, but gosh, and it's bright out here. I am gonna give you guys a tour of the van and why and what the van has to do with Martha. Without further ado, let's get into the tour of my new 1991 Ford Econoline E-Super-duty. First off, passenger side here, you'll notice a power window and lock conversion, which is kind of cool. I'm not sure if that's a conversion or if that's factory, because that color matches really nice. This is a van, and thusly it has van things in here. Lots of whatever, and it's an XL for extra large or whatever. These seats are pretty gangster. I wonder if they like rotate. Nope, probably not. What's this thing? Okay, whatever. There's a lot of room under there though. I had a camper van once and the seats rotated and pointed backwards, but I don't think this is that. So we'll come over here and we've got the side doors, the doubles here. Lift up on this or push down on it to open it. And then you've got this big open view here. Now, the guy I got this from was not a diesel mechanic, but this is so full of grease and might be underwear. It stinks. This would have been a 15 passenger, so one row, and then the back row of seating. You can see the seat belts way back in the back, so you'd have 3, 6, 9, 12, I guess, I don't know, and then the 2 seats, so 4. I can't math. Not that it's early, I just lack the ability. I'm gonna show you why we got this in just a sec. So, got your stereo, heat, AC, and you've got rear here as well. Something used to be there. Cigarette lighter, probably put that in there. But look at the steering wheel. So this is thing number one. This is thing number one. We're gonna give the steering wheel to Martha. Look how nice it is. Look at it. It's a little worn up right here, but all the wood is there. Now you'll notice right here, that is the thing. That's the reason for the whole van here. Let's go ahead and pop the hood and I'll show you something cool about these vans. Before I get to that, I wanna show you this. This is a tire, but look how nice it is. And this is one of Martha's old tires. Look how not nice that is. Martha now has a sweet set of tires on her, but this wheel is too dangerous to be used, so we leave it on the van and we got to switch this tire with one of Martha's tires and leave the wheel on the van. What is behind this grill is the reason for the van. Don't want to get tetanus. This is a 460 cubic inch V8 motor, and she is freaking stuck in there. But let me tell you, we got a good battery. We got a V8 460 motor in there, and let me show you the real cool thing here. Look at this. So we got a 5-digit odometer. Says 7,000 miles on it. The dude that got this put 2,000 miles on it in the last few months, and then there was a transmission issue, and I'll show you more about that in a second. But you can usually tell how many miles something has on it when it's just a 5-digit by the pedal, right? So this pedal is in pretty good shape, a little bit of wear there. So this is probably a 100,000 mile van, which is so cool. The steering wheel has a little bit more wear on it, but due to the nature of dirty vans, that does make sense. The steering wheel would tell me 207,000, but the brake pedal would tell me 100,000. And like the outside of the steering wheel, that's one indicator, but the inside, these plastics, they always break. And so the fact that they're in one piece, not incredibly dinged up or anything like that, and the steering column's in really good shape from keys dangling around, I'm gonna call this 107,000 original miles. That was a pretty cool transition. Doesn't really make sense, but anyways, on a van like this, these full-size vans, the Chevys, the Dodges, and the Fords, they have this, and it's called the Doghouse. Now the Doghouse has a few roles in it. Like this one, you can freaking build this little desk situation. Look at that. You got a little desk, so you put your computer there, whatever. I mean, that's, oh jeez. Inside of the Doghouse is something very important. Oh. Now if we pull this Doghouse out of the way, that's what gives you access to the motor right here. That is our E4OD transmission. Look how clean it is. Like, it's dusty, but there's like no leaking. So little valve cover leak right there, which makes sense because of the age. There's some rust. That's our oil pressure sensor right there. And then that's our E4OD transmission, which is in incredibly good condition. If you hop out of the van right here, you can look right at the side of the motor. Look at that. I'm touching a spark plug and a gas pedal at the same time. That's so crazy. So crazy to me. But I'm super duper excited. We've got ourselves a low mileage Ford 460. That's what this is for. Now, why is this whole special combination, why is it so special? Realistically, you can get a lot of horsepower out of much less nowadays. 460 was a factory option for Martha, and that's important to me, keeping Martha kind of factory, right? Like, it's gonna be swapped, but whatever. So let's go under the van and let me show you. We're underneath the van here. It doesn't look like too much, but it's clean and dry, right? What that means is no oil leaking, except for back here. There's a ton of oil leaking because this bearing in the transmission went bad. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this transmission here is the special thing. The transmission will need some work, right? Because it does need that fixed. This is what's called the E4OD. The E stands for something, the 4 stands for 4 speeds, and the OD stands for overdrive, meaning that this has overdrive. So this automatic is based on the C6 transmission, and this one has an electronic overdrive added into it. And look at all the ribbing on the outside. These transmissions are incredibly strong. At 460 that's up there, you can pop all this out, use the harness that came with the van. We can use all these parts and just boom, direct bolt into Martha. We're gonna take the engine and transmission out. We're gonna take them apart, new torque converter, new cam, headers, probably maybe an intake, I'm not sure. But I want to keep fuel injection. I don't want to go carbureted. I want fuel injection because fuel injection and overdrive are a great combination for fuel economy. Those two alone should factor into about 2 or 3 extra miles per gallon. And that's important for Martha because I want to tow with Martha. And towing generally doesn't happen over a mile or two. We're talking dozens of miles, right? We want to be able to go way out into the boonies to take Martha and go get some cool old project cars. So this is the van, this is the donor, and she's gonna give her life force for Martha. And it's okay, because this van is really kind of a piece of crap and it's covered in oil, dents and rust and this, that, and the other. But this van is going to give its life so Martha can make big horsepower, big torque, big reliability, and big fuel economy. If you like this kind of stuff, please subscribe, please check out our other content, and like the video, share it with other people. And yeah, I'm gonna link the video of me actually saving Martha, because Martha sat at a shop for 3 years before I got her back, and I owned her 9 years ago too. Thanks for watching, guys.